Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today? I hope you are having a fabulous day today. I just got hopped on because I wanted to do another reading in regards to the Trump and Ukraine situation. Yeah, I'm trying to adjust my mic so it's not so blasting in your ears. But anyhow, apparently, President Zelensky sent an apology, more or less an apology, without saying, I'm sorry, but trying to be nice, play nice with President Trump. I called it. I called it in that last video. If I remember, I will put a link up. But anyhow, before we begin, as always, this reading is for entertainment purposes only, not based on fact, my opinion, my interpretation of the cards. Throw your own cards, form your own opinions. I'm just a blonde here throwing cards. Disclaimer number 1. Disclaimer number 2, because I am using a video clip, I think it's from Fox News. So we are going to pop this one up on screen. There we go. This is my fair use disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for the fair use for the purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And I'm not going through the rest of it. But that's the big main part of that. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Now, I am going to play you a clip of what was what I found, what came up in my feed on YouTube. And yes, as you notice, I am without my map because I washed it. It needed it. It was nasty. Okay, so we're just on a plain black background. If I need to, I'll turn that overhead light off because it does shine a circle there. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get this clip.
We got this story moving. U.S. and Ukrainian officials are planning to meet next week in Saudi Arabia to discuss a ceasefire between Moscow and Kyiv.
So it comes as Trump's special envoy says the Ukrainian president apologized over last week's meeting in the Oval Office that got heated.
Jackie Heinrich joins us now with all the details. Hey, Jackie.
Hey, good morning, guys. Steve Witkoff told us yesterday that President Zelensky's letter amounted to an apology. It showed his gratitude, and it convinced the president that he really is committed to finding a path to peace. So on Tuesday, Marco Rubio, Mike Waltz, and Witkoff will head to Saudi Arabia to meet again. And it's not just about the minerals deal.
President Zelensky sent a letter to the president. I think the president thought that it was a really good, positive first step. We're now in discussions to coordinate a meeting with the Ukrainians in Riyadh or even potentially Jeddah. I think the idea is to get down a framework for a peace agreement and an initial ceasefire as well.
Asked whether the U.S. will walk away with a minerals deal signed by the Ukrainians, Witkoff said we'll see. He noted that Zelensky has offered once again to sign it, but also pausing direct intelligence sharing with the Ukrainians applied pressure to get serious about these peace talks. The president signaled optimism a peace deal could come together soon.
I think what's going to happen is Ukraine wants to make a deal because I don't think they have a choice. I also think that Russia wants to make a deal because in a different way that only I know, they have no choice either.
Separately, the White House shut down reports the administration will swiftly revoke the legal status of 240,000 Ukrainian refugees as part of a broader plan to remove 1.8 million migrants former President Biden let in under temporary protected status. The press secretary called that report fake news, but the president said he is considering calls for it.
We're not looking to hurt anybody, and we're certainly not looking to hurt them. And I'm looking at that, and there were some people that think that's appropriate and some people don't, and I'll be making a decision pretty soon. Okay?
President Trump,
but we're not looking to hurt them, especially Ukrainians. They've gone through a lot.
Meantime, the president did not provide a timeline for when Hamas must release all of the remaining hostages or.
Okay. I think that's enough. We got that's the main story, and then the rest of it is just little tidbits, little fluff, etc. So now I do have a list of questions I am going to pose to the cards, and we're going to get started here. I think I'm going to let my doggies out first. Okay, now let's see if they can behave themselves. I got them settled. And I turned off that overhead light. Okay, let me bring up my list of questions. Okay, I got it. I got it. Because I don't have them written down. However, I have them in a notes app. Okay. So I'm trying to get my desk cleaned up. Anyhow, let's just take a look at what we have. First, we want to ask, what are the true intentions behind the President Zelensky's apology? This will help uncover whether it's purely diplomatic, if it's strategic, or if it's something else. So, and I'm actually going to go off of you'll see some of Alicia Wicker's spreads probably today. But let's just take a look. I'm almost done shuffling, and I apologize about the noise. Because like I said, I don't have a mat because it's been washed. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so the intentions. 9 of Cups. Yeah, I forgot I changed the position of my camera. 9 of Cups. And the Lovers. They desire some kind of partnership and to work with the United States. Okay, I can deal with that. I can live with that. As long as they want to be on the same page. As long as they want peace, right? Okay. In the past, Ace of Pentacles came up in the reverse. So that was an offering that pretty much was, I would say, rejected. Something, a deal, a contract that did not materialize. Okay. So that's concerning. Yes. The moon, because there is a hidden agenda there. With that moon card, there's a hidden agenda as to why Zelensky wants to talk all of a sudden. He wants to partner up. He wants to play nice because there's a certain desire. He, something that didn't manifest or materialize in the recent past. And this is the shit show in the Oval Office. Now he wants to play ball. 3 of Pentacles. Let's work together. Let's work on a deal. The Magician. I got the good. You got the goods. We got what you want. You have what we want. 3 of Swords. But there's something disappointing. Something's going to come up short. Something is going to come up short. And I want to know what that is. Why do my decks disappear? There it is. I want to know what this is that is going to come up short. What is this? I want to clarify. 3 of Swords. What is going to be coming up short here? Something not working as intended. There's some disappointment here. I'm wondering if Trump is going to get his hopes up and something goes awry at the end. But this is let's make a deal. This is definitely let's make a deal. Let's partner up. Let's join our forces. Let's bring peace. But there is something manipulative here with that moon, and that I don't like to see the moon and the magician together because that screams secret ulterior motive. That screams manipulation. So this Three of Swords, the Executioner and Roadblock. Okay, there is going to be some kind of disappointment because someone's going to make the executive decision to block this. Okay, before I go into my other questions, this does happen where I get extra questions, or maybe certain questions will be replaced. I want to look at what is this block, or why is this being blocked? Who is blocking and why? Who is going to block this deal, this peace talks, this negotiations between the United States and Ukraine? Why is this being blocked? Why is this being blocked, or who is blocking? It's kind of like, is the United States going to back out, or is Ukraine going to back out? Is the million-dollar question, or billion-dollar question, is more like it. Let's take a look. Two of Pentacles going back and forth. Can't decide. Four of Pentacles. It's about our security. It's about our safety. It's a protection mode. Four of Cups. Something that Zelensky's offering that Trump is not totally on board with. So this is kind of indicating that there's something in the contract that Trump is saying, hold up a minute here. I didn't agree to this. So he's going back and forth. I think Trump was going back and forth with his advisors, with his team, and negotiations going back and forth with Zelensky. And there's a stuck energy here. King of Swords. I forget what sign Zelensky is. I'd have to look that up. Let me see if I can find that. So, to me, Trump usually shows up as a King of Wands, or he shows up. He has shown up as the King of Swords in the past before. Let me see if I got all this Idaho documents open. Let me go here. What zodiac sign is President Zelensky? He's an Aquarius. Fixed sign. That is it. So King of Swords is Aquarius energy because the kings are fixed signs of the zodiac, and Aquarius is a fixed sign. So this represents Zelensky. So Zelensky and Trump going back and forth. Even Zelensky's going back and forth, and it feels like he wants to hold on to something. Zelensky wants to hold on to something that Trump or the United States wants them to give up. Page of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and Five of Wands. So I'm predicting it now. I'm predicting it now. You heard it here. There's going to be another showdown, folks. going to be another showdown. The Five of Wands is a heated argument, back and forth, a struggle. We have the Page of Cups, sweetness. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. I am not seeing the partnership or the deal happening. I think they're still going to remain their individual. They'll always be their individual nations, but I mean doing things on their own. I think that Zelensky's not going to want to play ball with Trump administration or with the United States. Excuse me. Something's trying to shut me up. They're not going to want to play ball. Let's just ask, what is it about the agreement that Zelensky doesn't like? First, Trump didn't like something. It's something that Zelensky wanted that Trump is like, no. So Trump comes back to Zelensky with something else. And Zelensky's going back and forth, do I or don't I? But there's this thing between Trump and Zelensky here. And notice Trump's on top, by the way. Trump's got the goods. Trump's got what Zelensky wants. But Zelensky wants to hold on to something else and not let it go. And the deal sours. And there could be another showdown. Just saying. Okay? Okay. What is it that Zelensky wants to hold on to? What does Zelensky want to hold on to? Blocking. The yes card. Ending. Same fucking issue as before. He doesn't want the fucking ceasefire. Boom. He wants to hold his power. He does not want to give in. He really doesn't want to negotiate because he's playing King of Swords. I am the ruler. I am the executor. I tell you what's going on. And Zelensky's met his match with Trump. He really has. And Zelensky has absolutely no interest in negotiating peace, ceasefire with Russia, because that would mean to negotiate and compromise with Putin. Zelensky has to give something up. I understand him wanting to hold his position, not wanting to give anything up to Russia, but I'm going to do another reading more on the Ukraine-Russian war. I did some readings on my old YouTube channel, but there's more to it. And now I've been adapted to these kind of readings. Back then, I was brand new to them and trying to learn tarot in a whole new way in relation to politics and true crime. That was, in fact, when I started reading other than, oh, this reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Moon, da 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 da. When I went from that and started into other areas, Ukraine was my first set of readings ever doing it. And now I could see things here. I could sense that I'm not giving Putin any credit. Not at all. I'm not trying to paint him as a nice guy. Nope, nope, nope. Because he's an asshole. But there's more to the invasion of Ukraine than what meets the eye. Everybody's made Putin out to be the monster. I mean, he's earned that reputation, yes. It was like Putin was the devil, Zelensky was an angel. But make no mistake, Zelensky's appearing as an angel, but he has horns holding up that halo. Okay? Anyhow, that's what this is. He doesn't want to talk peace. It's like I got it wasn't on the board, but it feels almost like Five of Swords energy, win at all cost. I don't care what the cost is. I am not giving any concessions to Russia. I got to win at all costs, even if it means going down to my last man. That's the energy, the vibe I get. And I get the vibe of an ego, that it's not necessarily what is best for his country or his people. It's what's best for Zelensky. That's what I have a real problem with in all this. Okay. Okay. Now, let's take a look at Trump's. Now, we know the outcome, according, at least from Zelensky's point of view. Or we know how this meeting, we know, oh, okay. We know a lot about where this is going. But I want to know what Trump's motives are in engaging with Zelensky again on the mineral rights and the ceasefire. Basically, this could reveal whether it's about economic gain, political leverage, or is it a genuine diplomacy? That's what we're going to look at. Let's look at Trump's motivation for entertaining Zelensky again. Three of Pentacles. Let's work together. Let's make a deal. Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is nurturing, peaceful, political, diplomatic. Okay. The Emperor, so he's trying to come up as the leader, as there is a little bit of power issues here with Trump. I can't lie. King of Wands. I shit you not. That's an I shit you not. Right in the middle is the King of Wands. We have two people, Zelensky and Trump, who both want to be in control of the narrative. Zelensky's motivation is it's selfishness. It's not what's best for his people or his country. It's what's best for him. Trump here is coming up as the negotiator. He's coming up as a liaison, but he's the liaison between the Queen of Pentacles is also mother. Sometimes the Queen of Pentacles, for me, will come up as Russia. Okay, so he's a liaison to try to bring together Ukraine and Russia. I'm seeing honesty. I can't make up the cards that come out. Look up the meanings for yourself. If you no bad comments on this, but Trump is coming through with diplomacy. I was looking to see if it was genuine. It was for economic gain or political leverage or genuine diplomacy. This is coming up as genuine diplomacy. The Sun. Knight of Swords. And the Hermit. So he's trying to give wise counsel to Zelensky, and Zelensky's not taking it too well. And Zelensky's coming in and traveling. And they're going to meet. And I think, from according to my cards here, it's not going to be publicized, the actual meeting. We're not putting it on a screen on national TV this time around. But there is going to be, it's going to be quiet, private meeting. As Zelensky, And I'm getting this with Trump as being going into this meeting with an agenda. He's not backing down. He's ready to fight if he needs to. Let's face it, Trump will not back down from a fight. Never has. And trying to bring awareness to Zelensky. And it's almost like he's going to try to act like an advisor for Zelensky. How is, let's just throw 3 cards on this Herman. How is Zelensky going to take this advice as Trump being an advisor? How is Zelensky going to take it? Page of Wands. Keep forgetting the camera's up this way now. Page of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Magician. I still get this ulterior motives with Zelensky. He will appease Trump. He will listen to Trump. Try to be diplomatic and negotiate. So Zelensky is coming to the meeting with that attitude, but there's still undercurrent ulterior motives here. It's almost like he's thinking that he can manipulate Trump into seeing his way. Ain't gonna happen, Zelensky. Ain't gonna happen. Hate to break the news to him. Ain't gonna happen. Okay. Okay. External forces, other countries, or hidden influences that could shape the meeting. Any hidden influences that could shape this meeting. Hidden influences that could shape this meeting. Whether it's other countries or whatever. What hidden influences could shape this meeting? So we're looking for anything behind the scenes. I shit you not. El Diablo. El Diablo. Strength. Could be a Leo energy involved. King of Pentacles. There's somebody else involved in this. 4 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. There's the Hermit again. Notice the pattern of repeat cards. How many times did we get the 4 of Pentacles? And I've shuffled. There's the 5 of Swords that I talked about. Winning at all cost. External influences. Other influences. Is El Diablo himself. Okay. That trying to resist the temptation to hold on to the gold, to hold on to the goods. Somebody does have financial interest here. Somebody has power interest. Now, the mineral rights. Trump's after that for us. Um, but I'm seeing these negotiations. It's like trying to negotiate with the devil when there is resistance to said talks. There's a lot of negative undertones, even deception here. Somebody's lying. This could this be the UN or one of the other nations in the UN coming in and saying, hey, let us help get this sorted out when they have some kind of hidden agenda themselves, the actual devil themselves. And then we have here the things that are hidden behind closed doors trying to move forward, and there is an argument we're going to win at all costs. I'm still picking up a lot of Zelensky energy. It's somebody who is friendly with Zelensky, somebody behind the scenes who's close to Zelensky that is pushing buttons. It also has an agenda, maybe even a hidden deal with Zelensky that is quiet. So there is a driving force behind the scenes, and Zelensky's part of it. I'm sorry, but not sorry. He's part of it. He's no angel. Um, how will it impact ongoing conflict in Ukraine? We already answered that in one of the spreads. It said Zelensky's not interested in peace talks. The potential outcome, we saw that as well. That was on my list of questions. Already answered with there's not going to be none. The long-term impact of this meeting on global politics. That we do want to look at. Okay, and I'm going to do Alicia Wicker's other spread on this one to get a deeper knowledge. The 9 card. Eight of Wands, dead center. That's the talks, that's the negotiations going back and forth, and even travel. In the recent past, 2 of Cups, there's the meetings. Trying to negotiate, trying to get along, trying to come up with a solution. 9 of Wands coming up in the future. A lot of change, maybe even aggression. I'm seeing all that fire. I'm seeing the plane right there as well. Could this be Pearl Harbor #2? Overriding concern. 3 of Wands, moving forward. How do we act upon a plan? How do we move towards a certain goal? Undertone. King of Cups. We have a water sign here. I know Biden's a water sign. I don't know who else is a water sign. A Scorpio. I don't remember what Putin is. I was thinking Putin was an air sign like a Libra or something. Let me check that real quick because I want to know who this King of Cups is. Right. I'll look a couple things up. I want to say that Putin is a Libra. Yep, he is a Libra. So that's not Putin. Let's find out what world leaders is a water sign. Nelson, Fidel Castro's a Scorpio. Well, he's a Scorpio moon. Zodiac sign of the top 10 world leaders. Biden is a Scorpio. I'm just looking here real quick. Just bear with me. I'll get back to the reading in a minute. A lot of earth signs that are world leaders. So a lot of them are earth signs. And several Scorpios. I'm at a loss of who that. The only one that really comes to mind is Biden. This could be from the Biden administration. What have they done? Emotional undercurrent. That could also be about maintaining control of emotional situations under the scene, being emotionally controlled. But that could also be Biden. Judgment, a decision. So we got the devil and judgment right there. Okay, this is saying really bad decisions that was made by a water sign. That's all this undercurrent stuff that is coming back to the surface, is bubbling up to the surface. That is part of the blockage. It's almost, I'm not saying that this really happened. Biden was a puppet. Okay. He wasn't really running the country, but people behind Biden were. And a lot of negativity here, almost scandalous. There could be a scandal that comes out surrounding Biden and these foreign countries in the long term. Something that he did. Now we know that he sent billions of dollars over there. And was it in Gaza or was it Ukraine where he sent, I don't even remember, it was an astronomical amount. I can't remember how many condoms he sent over there. Just, that's what we're talking about. There's something here that's going to be coming out in the future surrounding Biden in regards to this whole thing with Ukraine and Russia. Let's see if we could get any other info. What kind of about this? It's a scandal. Yes. Oops. Didn't mean to bang my cards that hard. Yes, it's a scandal. Something that was a deception. Water into wine. Sometimes it's called a miracle. Sometimes it is an illusion. Something isn't what it seems. About who he was working with the Trinity. He was working with some other people behind the scenes, and it was dirty deeds. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Wow. So, I think this was a pretty damn good reading. No pun intended, because the devil card came up. Eye-opening. Eye-opening, absolutely. So, I'm going to leave you guys there. And at this point, I'm dropping the mic.